guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video. Welcome to a new decluttering vlog. I feel like it's been a hot minute since we've decluttered, which is a good thing. That means we've been keeping the house relatively tidy. The last decluttering video, I think, I'm gonna maybe have to correct myself. I think it was back sometime between February and April, and we did a 2-hour declutter challenge, which I feel like is so much fun if you're tight on time and you only have a few spots to declutter. But when I tell you guys, I think we're gonna need a couple days. It's not like really bad. I just love a good like deep declutter and organize session in between fall and winter, like in between putting the fall decor away and then taking the Christmas decor out. It just feels like the perfect time. It's getting pretty dreary and cold and gray and gross here in Canada. It's raining for the next few days. It's gonna be a rainy, dreary weekend, and I figured this was the best time to like lock in with some good audiobooks and just get some good decluttering in. So I'll probably split this over the next few days. It's just like my preferred method of doing it. Although I love the 2-hour challenge, there's not really a right or wrong way to declutter. Like truly whatever works for you. If you have 30 minutes, go for it. If you have 10 minutes, you could totally declutter a space in 10 minutes. Or maybe you want to do like one spot every day for 30 days. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. So I made a list of all the spots that I want to declutter. It's kind of like a little bit of everything. A few new pieces of furniture that we got in the last few months from Facebook Marketplace that we want to organize. We've done some like moving things around in different rooms. So I would love to just really spend the weekend, no plans, no spending money, just decluttering and organizing and just going into November, a fresh month. A month that I don't quite usually enjoy, you know, with a clean, tidy home that always helps the mental health. So that's what we're gonna do. Today is Friday, happy Halloween. So my plan is to just tackle the kitchen. I feel like that is a spot I could do in like an hour or so. So I think I'm gonna do that over my lunch break, and then maybe like I'll tidy it up and finish it up after work. But that's my only plan for today is the kitchen. And I'm also gonna throw in probably some B-roll in there too, because these videos tend to get really long. So boring spots to organize like our utensils. Like no one needs to hear my thought process behind why the spoons, you know what I mean? Like there's some things that are straightforward. I'll probably throw some music over that stuff, but for the most part, I will talk you guys through what I'm doing. A lot of you guys like to see what I'm getting rid of, so I'll share some of that too. I'm gonna go start work for the day, and then I will see you guys on my lunch break, and I am so excited to share another decluttering video with you guys. First spot I want to tackle today is just this overall little corner in our kitchen. We had tried the coffee machine on the sideboard. I can insert a photo. It looked really cute, but at the end of the day, it wasn't really practical because all the mugs were still in here. And so I just kind of threw everything back here this morning and not decorated fully. I think I'm going to ixnay the white little tray that we had here, just because we really need all of the prep area we can get with this kitchen since it is smaller. I would love to just organize this area. I also would like to tidy up all these drawers, and this is just a hot mess. Some cleaning, some vacuuming, and just we're gonna have to figure it out slowly, but I'm gonna take you guys along for it. And this felt like a good spot to start with because it wasn't super overwhelming. So let's do this. Why are these even in here? For this drawer, I know I want to reuse what we already had. It's really great because it's expandable, and I personally just don't care if my organizers match. Like it's not really a big deal. And this fits perfectly in here. Pull that out because then, as you can see, it doesn't fit right now, but you can kind of just tweak it a little bit and then it fits. I think I'm gonna do 2 of these, a third one. There's room for 2 of these size back here, but you're not gonna see, like if you have one, you're gonna be able to like see or use it, and my drawer doesn't come out anymore. So I think I'm gonna stop it here. I know you can buy like little bottoms to put on them, but I'm just gonna use some Scotch tape and see if it works for now. So I'm gonna put the coffee stuff here like it was before, just in some better organizers, some bigger ones. Our coffee stuff was just in these little acrylic ones before, but I feel like it makes more sense to kind of just have it all in one bigger container to just save some space. I'm gonna put the everyday stuff here and then the extra stuff there. Like for example, our tamper, we obviously use that every day. I'm gonna put these extra spoons in the back. They're really nice because they have a clamp on them, so you can use it for coffee bags. And I feel like that's all the everyday stuff. And then I just have some of these extra little filters. Also a good time to just go through all of our drink stuff, tea, you know, drink pouches, mixes, and declutter that if we need to. I think that these three will be primarily tea. And then this one on the side, you can't really see it too well, will be straws. I think I'm going to give these away. I might put them on my buy now thing and see if anyone wants them. I only really like the true lime. I just feel like we never use the lemon. Something I'd like to get better about is not having all of the tea out. As you guys saw before, it was kind of overwhelming, and we have so much space in the cabinet above that I feel like we could just put, you know, maybe 10, 12 packets in here and the rest can just go above. Like we don't really need to make it look cluttered and overwhelming. I think that's plenty enough. It'll last us like a week and a half and then we can replenish. That's gonna bother me that the logos like are next to each other. This is so silly. I'm literally gonna make a little PC tea sandwich. There we go. That feels a lot better in my head. And we also have some Crystal Light because Matt is obsessed with it. I don't think we have many left, so just put them here. He typically buys like a couple boxes at a time, so I'll just kind of stick that there. I unfortunately think I need to throw these out because I don't really know if they have an expiry date on them. I don't think so, but I opened one the other day and they just, you know when coffee is like dry and it just doesn't taste good? It looks a lot more organized and things won't really be moving when you're opening and closing it now, which is nice. I'm gonna leave some of it empty. I'd rather leave parts of it empty than just like rush to fill something. So really happy with that. Now let's move on to the coffee cabinet. Only thing I'm wondering about is the vitamins, where I should put those. And then, one second, you can't see it, but one of these containers up here, I think I'm gonna put the extra tea in. I was thinking if I could find one, we might have one in the basement, of getting a Lazy Susan here to put our supplements on. So maybe I'll look and see, maybe the dollar store even would have one, but sadly take away the Halloween mugs and put those away. Yeah, I'm not ready to get the Christmas ones out yet, but we'll just kind of use our all year round ones for now. I also think this is a good time to go through mugs and, you know, if you don't use them, especially when you're doing a seasonal declutter, if you haven't used something all season, maybe time to give it away. I think I'm actually gonna take everything off and then just give it a quick wipe down and we can kind of start from scratch. As I'm putting each mug back, I'm just inspecting them to make sure they're not cracked or broken. We got these ones recently at a cozy event and I love them. I also love that they are stackable. We can match at night. It makes sense if we just put the travel mugs here as well, since we do reach for them every single day. I think I might, as like a way to maybe like break up the mugs, kind of like that, and then you can have more mugs over here. I think that could be like the plain mugs and then the more fun mugs here. We obviously have our beloved Disney like Been There, I think it's the What Been There series, and we have them for every park. And then we also have Arendelle and Batu. I would love to have these on display like on a mug rack, but for now I'm just gonna put them in here, and I like to stack them. And they have to be stacked by like appropriate parks. So Batu and Hollywood Studios goes together. Arendelle and Epcot go together. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all my supplements just in one spot, and then I'm gonna see if I can go to the dollar store and get a Lazy Susan or something at some point this weekend. I kind of alternate my collagen format, whether it's tablets or I love these little packets like when I'm traveling. We've got some elderberry gummies, and of course, my queen, Metamucil. We've got this little pack of espresso mugs, but we never use them since we always have espresso in our coffee. So I actually think I'm gonna get rid of these. I think it's like a pack of 4. Matt bought this for his coffee and didn't like it. So we are going to get rid of this as well. Like, I don't know why it's still sitting here if no one is consuming it. This one has a bunch of our like coffee filter cleaning things. So I'm gonna leave all that stuff in there, but I do think, wow, we have a lot of portafilters. Once again, we just have these espresso cups lying around and we never use them. So we're gonna get rid of those. We've got a container of extra tea, so it's in a nice convenient spot when it's time to fill the tea up. I'm thinking just for now, I'm gonna put these like cold brew grounds in here. We don't have any right now, but if we had an extra bag of coffee, we could put it in here too. Also, I'm going to go through the spoons in here. I'm gonna take the Halloween ones out. We got gifted in like a hot chocolate little making kit, these smaller ones. And I just prefer the bigger spoon for the coffee. I don't know what it is. So I'm actually gonna get rid of these. Like, we don't need this many spoons. It's kind of ridiculous. Now we just have the big spoons remaining. I remembered we had a Lazy Susan with like all of our spreads in it, like peanut butter, all that stuff. I'd probably prefer something that wasn't so tall, but for now it'll work with the supplements because free is better than spending money. Look at that. How perfect is that? I love it because it's so easy to see what's in there. And that is perfect. Very happy with that. Here is what we got rid of so far. I know in the last declutter, you guys kind of wanted to see what we were actually getting rid of. So this mug, I just haven't used it in a year or two. So I'd rather go to a good home. Oh, this we're keeping. I think Matt uses this for something. Spoons, espresso cups, this coffee, and then I'm gonna put this on the buy nothing. I don't think I can put that on because it's open. They're expired, so I'm gonna throw those out. And then we have this like random, I think this was an ice container. We're not getting rid of the cutting board. It's just there, but so far so good. Really happy with it. It's not always like huge amounts of things you're decluttering, but something is better than nothing in my opinion. Next thing I want to do is just organize the kitchen drawers. I'm going to take everything out, give them a clean, and then just organize them because like the spices need a little, you know, organizing. I feel like this drawer is just like a hot mess, and I'm going to do this one over some music just because it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think we're really getting rid of anything, and I want to do a good mix of like music and talking to you guys. I'm gonna do these and then we'll move on to the next spot. It is time for the junk drawers. To be honest, I'm kind of shocked at how crazy these have gotten because we've only had the Hutch for like a month. I feel like we just kind of like throw things in here when we don't know where to put them. We have all of our postcards in here because I did a DIY. Didn't like the way it turned out. I want to redo it. These light bulbs, we just changed them out and got new ones. I gotta figure out what to do with these. I think Matt said you can bring them to IKEA or somewhere. So I gotta figure out where we can take these. And you know, we got poop bags in here. Obviously not used ones, but like it just needs a little TLC. So let's do it. Honestly, don't think there's gonna be much to get rid of in here. Mostly just organize it and find things a new home. Like these postcards, I want to redo the project. I just want to do a gallery wall instead. I need to find a good home for extra prints that we have, especially with the seasons. I feel like we have like all year round prints like this one. And then come Halloween, fall, and winter, we change them out for seasonal things. And then I never know where to put these. So I need to almost make like a box. I might go to Michael's and see if they have one of those photo boxes that you can get for a couple bucks and just keep all of our prints in them and I need to find a good spot in the house for house stuff, like just extra prints and candles and things. Got some tea lights. These are the best ones from Amazon, but I kind of just have been throwing them in here. I need to put them back. These last for literally weeks without turning them off, especially because I'm about to put all the Halloween stuff away. Like all the pumpkins have lights in them. So I want to keep this organized. That's something that can stay in here. I feel like it needs to be the drawer. I don't know. I'm blanking on the name of it, but like a junk drawer that's organized, like a household drawer, I guess, with like matches. These are those UV things that you use to catch like fruit flies and stuff. They work really, really well. I can link them. I think Matt got them on Amazon. Sunscreen can definitely go upstairs. Maybe we'll actually call it like the knick-knack drawer. I don't know. Do you guys have a better name for it? Just something that has like matches, pens, candles, scissors. What is this? This is a candle snuff. I need to find a better home for that. We've got some magnets in here. I feel like we could well utilize this random container that has, we have a bunch of like matches in here, but what is this? Why is there nail polish in here? I think I'm quite literally just gonna dump this on the table and then go through it. We've got a bookmark, very random. Honestly, I'm just gonna play around with the placement of the organizers. We're really just using random stuff at this point. For the batteries, I have no idea what you use these ones for, but apparently we own some. Matchboxes, that works good. And then maybe we can move this over and just leave the lighter in here too. There we go, that's perfect. Moving over to this side, we're definitely gonna do tape in one of them. I could probably do tape and pens. Definitely don't need a paintbrush in here. Okay, I can just stick them in there actually. That's a good spot. Happy with how that turned out. And then yeah, I'll probably put extra light bulbs if we have any in here. We tend to not really buy any extra because we don't have many lamps that have cords, but if we do, I feel like they could go in here. Good morning, you guys. Happy November officially. We had 0 trick-or-treaters last night. So we ended up just getting some shawarma and watching Sleepy Hollow. It was a really nice, cozy Halloween, although it was rainy and dreary, and it is also rainy and dreary today, which to me makes the perfect day for decluttering. I am in the bathroom right now because the lighting is really bad everywhere else, and I'm really hoping at least, you know, sometimes when it's raining, it can be bright. I'm really hoping it brightens up in the house because we've already like done groceries and stuff this morning, and I've just been like kind of waiting to start decluttering until the house lightens up a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to. So we might just have to rely on, you know, some overhead lights today. I am really looking forward to kind of like our full day of decluttering. Put on the screen kind of what we have left to do. And like I said, I would love to just spend the whole day decluttering, putting in an audiobook, and just like getting shit done. So that's kind of my plan. Yesterday, you guys saw we did the kitchen over my lunch break, and then after work I ended up doing the dining room Hutch drawers. I think my first plan for today, after I make myself another coffee, is to finish up the dining room. I just want to tidy up in there. I feel like because that is the room we're currently like renovating / like giving a makeover to, and it has been for the entirety of the year, it's kind of just become our catch-all. Goal is to have that kind of wrapped up, or at least have the trim and the paneling wrapped up in the next week or two so that we can put the Christmas tree up, because the tree will go in there this year. So in order to do that and put the tree in there, we have to move the stuff from the spot that the tree is in. So I would love to get that tidied up, because you just walk in the house and you see the dining room and it's cluttered. It's got stuff on it from our trip still, and I think that would be a good place to start, because I walk into the house and it just like gives me anxiety when I just see the dining room, and it's our formal dining room, so we don't sit there to eat all the time, and it's cluttered, it's a catch-all, and I want to get out of that. Also, putting the travel stuff away. I think we can do that this morning as well, because there's some stuff in the dining room that needs to go in the travel bin. So anyways, let's head downstairs, make another coffee, and get going for day 2, or I guess like day 1.5, because yesterday we just did a few little things around the house and spending a very gloomy, rainy weekend decluttering. So let's go. This is the current state of the dining room. To be fair, that is laundry. We typically put our laundry, like dry laundry, here to like fold and put away. I want to get out of that habit, honestly. Clear all this out because the tree is actually going right here. That's my puzzle board, my craft cart. It's just a bit of a hot mess. There's like a rug. This is from my office and I want to put it here instead. I need to do a little tidying, so I want to do that. Okay, like I said, this area has to get emptied out because we have to put trim down. As you can see, we haven't had trim here since January, and this is where our Christmas tree is going. So we got to empty this out. I need to find a good home for this like medical side table. I use it all the time for crafting and hobbies, but I don't have a good spot for it. So I need to work on figuring that out. Here is just all junk journal stuff. Maybe not. There is a Nandor pop Funko in here. Okay, other than that, this is all just junk journal goodies. So I'm gonna put this with the junk journal stuff and maybe try and condense it down. I got this container for our postcards, and then I ended up putting our postcards in frames, but then I have a few extra here, so I need to put these with the postcards, and then I need to find another purpose for this. I don't think I want to give it away, but I feel like we could find another purpose for this. Maybe, what if we did greeting cards instead? I think that could be kind of cute. This is an Amazon return, and so is this. I'm gonna put those by the front door. I need to find a container to put our returns in. Let's see what's in this container, because I truly have no idea. We've got a tote bag. Oh, this is from Cozy when I went to that event. We've got bookmarks, which we'll obviously definitely keep. And then also these little coasters that I think are, what the heck is going on here? Okay, Okay, we've got some coasters. I'm gonna put those in the library. And then we've got some fabric swatches that I need to find a home for. Once again, I just need a good spot to put all of our house stuff. So I need to find a home for these. Oh, a napkin that can go in the garbage. It's not used, don't worry. And then we leave all of our tote bags and grocery bags in both of our cars. So I'm gonna put this in my car. This is a blanket that I was sent actually for Grove Hollow Metamorphosis, which is a book I read recently and loved. And it's so cute. It says Grove Hollow book series. So I'm gonna put this in the basket with our blankets. That's a tongue twister. A light bulb. So yeah, I basically just put all these bags in this like tote, and then I put this in my car. I just brought down my travel basket, which is very overflowing, which means we need to go through it. And then I also brought down this empty one that is bigger and has a lid on it because I think I want to move the travel stuff into this. And don't worry, it does relate to the craft cart because the craft cart currently has my post-travel stock up that I did. I'm trying to get into the habit, if there's anything we run out of on a trip or anything we decide like, oh, we would need that. For example, we didn't bring nail clippers with us, and I was like, we should have like just like one of those little like manicure kits that has scissors and nail clippers and tweezers and anything in case we need it. So I ordered that. It's all sitting on the craft cart right now. So I figured this was a good time to kill two birds with one stone. Declutter the travel bags, put them in the new container. I love a few things. I love mugs, I love blankets, I love sweaters. I also love toiletry bags. I don't know what it is. It's anything travel, like any like travel essential, travel must have. I am a sucker for that. I have no self-control. I love trying out new bags and pouches. Let's go through this, and then that will free this little wicker basket up for something else. First thing right on the top, Poppy and Peenie's little tech organizer. This was like one of the clearance patterns. I really like it. It's got lots of space in it, especially because I travel with like SD cards, backup batteries, and things like that. This is awesome. So I'm definitely keeping this. We've got the container for my hotel room lock, but I don't know where the actual lock is. So it's right here. I use this when I travel by myself. It's just like an extra layer of security. Well, I also bring it with Matt and I travel too, but you basically just put it in the door and it helps it so that no one can get in your room, I guess. I can never explain that well. And it comes in this like little pouch. So I'm gonna put that back in there. Favorite toiletry bag is this Bag Smart one. I've had this one for a while. I just went back to it recently. I really like it, and I just keep travel stuff in it, like my travel brushes. I've got like some hairspray, dry shampoo, and some floss things. And this one is really nice because I love these like hanging bag ones. It's double-sided, and the other side has a jewelry organizer, which is awesome. So that is great. That one is definitely staying. This one, I haven't used this in years, which is why it's probably good to go through this. This was a electronic organizer I got from Bag Smart as well, but it's just like massive. Like I don't even bring this much stuff with me. So I do think I'm going to donate this. I just want to obviously make sure there's no memory cards in it. Like this thing is just huge. So gonna donate that. This is Matt's hanging toiletry bag. I think I got him this for Christmas one year and he never uses it. So I am going to donate this as well. I already asked him which ones he wanted to keep, but yeah, he said he doesn't use this. So we're gonna donate that. I never use it. I never bring like a neck pillow with us on shorter haul flights. Even like on long flights now, Matt and I kind of just like honestly raw dog it. But yeah, I'm gonna donate this. This was the travel pillow I brought with us to London. I actually really love it. I love the shape of it. It's really comfy. Basically it just like allows you to just kind of sleep like this. Gonna get rid of that one and keep this one. I've got like these little tiny Lululemon pouches. I've always kept them because I'm like, oh, it's so nice to have something small like this, but I just never use it. So I'm gonna donate that. We've got like our luggage scale in here. That's handy. I feel like I almost need like a pouch to put in here so I don't lose these small things. We've got some extra bag tags. This is my 2019 Wine and Dine half marathon bag tag. I can't get rid of that. I'm holding on to that for sure. And then Matt's got this Mando one, so we'll keep that. I've got a travel sized nightlight. Really handy. Yeah, I almost need like a container in this for all these little guys. And then I've got my sound machine, which I love. So now that the travel goodies are organized and we got rid of a few things, I feel like there's probably a few other little organizers scattered across the house that I need to go looking for after, especially when you come back from a trip. I feel like they kind of end up all over the place because we didn't have a big enough, like this was always overflowing. So I just never put things back into it. I had a beige hanging organizer that I got from FabFitFun last year. It sadly already broke, which is a bit of a bummer. I love FabFitFun, but obviously you're working with different brands that are going in the box. And yeah, I was a little bit disappointed in the quality of that, but that's why I went back to using that black Bag Smart one, and I forgot how much I love it. But I'll kind of do a walk around the house after and see if there's anything else I can put in here. But I wheeled over the craft cart because this has become a dumping ground of random crap, which tells me that its current purpose is not serving it anymore if we're not using it for that purpose. And I think I want to convert this into a little like doggy cart for the back. So all that to say, we need to go through this because it's kind of a hot mess. And the first thing we need to go through is just this bag that I have. And like I said, I just picked up some travel stuff, and I need oh wait, I have an idea. I have this wicker basket, and maybe I could put these smaller things in it. And okay, let me share with you guys. Oh, perfect, like rests on top, what we have in here. So I just did a stock up at the dollar store, picked up some extra toothbrushes. We use like electric toothbrushes at home, but sometimes, you know, I don't know. There's just times where you are like, oh, I need a toothbrush to bring. So I just picked up some of these dollar store ones. They're just like nice to have in a pinch. Oh, the shaving cream is just for me. I needed that. Travel sized toothpaste, regular toothpaste for our house, and some little wet wipes. And then a poopery spray because we were out. And this just comes in handy, especially in Europe in smaller hotel rooms. Yeah, especially in London, this came in handy. And this one is just like a fresh linen spray. I also feel like this is nice too if you're traveling in the summer. Like our hotels in London obviously didn't have AC, and so it just got like hot and sweaty in there. This is just nice as like a room spray in general. It doesn't have to go in your bathroom. So I was like too stuck up on that. Q-tips, and then we just picked up one of these on Amazon. It's like a little nail kit. It's got scissors, tweezers, and then multiple clippers, nail clippers. So that is all gonna go in this little container, and that way when we pack for our next trip, we know that we have most things. But now we have to go through the actual cart. So let me turn you guys around and we'll do that. Like I said, the goal is to repurpose this for dog stuff. So I want to take everything out, and as you can tell, like it's not even really being used for crafts anymore. It's just a catch-all. Elastics, I'm gonna put those in the entryway because I like to just have some in a pinch. I've got some stuff from my friend Shelby that I recently got and I unboxed, and then I just like put in here to put away, and then I never put it away. We've got some silk scrunchies that I picked up recently from Anthropology, an empty little phone cord thing. I got some Halloween stickers, so I need to put those away. There's like a few little craft things here, but not much. I got these scissors from the dollar store, like these kind of fun design ones, and they suck. They don't even work, so I'm gonna give these away. They are awful. Yeah. We've got like random receipts in here, and just, I don't even know. Like, what is this? It's like a plastic piece. No clue what that's for. I've got this random pouch with random words in it. I asked my mom to write down some recipes on these cards for me so I could frame them. Never got around to framing them. We've got some diamond art for a project that I'm not even too sure what this is for because all of my diamond art has been completed. So I'm very confused as to what this should be for. Craft cart is empty. Now we can put some dog stuff in it, which is exciting. This one is a little hard for me, but I'm gonna get rid of this keepsake container finally because I'm pretty sure it has been featured in every declutter video and it's always had junk in it. I've never actually used it for its purpose, so how am I gonna miss something when I'm not even using it for its original purpose? Let that be your inspiration today. It just had a bunch of random remotes and cords in it. I didn't even bother to show you guys, but in it I also found these tea light holders that I've been looking for since I thrifted them this summer. So love that for me. And I gotta stop buying containers and filling them with random crap. I'm gonna donate this and put those in their like little hosting cupboard thing. And I'm also washing the dog towels right now. So we'll do the doggy cart after. I just like to wash them weekly, especially now that it's rainy and muddy. So we're doing that. We'll have some fresh towels for the week, and I'm gonna throw this in the donate bin along with those travel bags. And then we'll kind of figure out the next spot to do. I didn't end up going through these shelves yesterday when I cleaned out the drawers, so I figured I would do this now so we could wrap up the dining room. I wouldn't say it's awful, just a few things that need to be put away for the season. Like our picnic blanket, it makes sense for it to be in here because we have tablecloths in here, but we obviously don't need this in here throughout the winter. We had these plates for Thanksgiving, and then also we had a little like Halloween book club this week, so these just need to go away. I'm not sure if I want to put them with the seasonal stuff yet or just like party favors, but they need to go away for the season. Placemats, we have 2 for Matt, and then we have 8 for when we have guests. And for tablecloths, I'd like to, oh, this is a dish drying rack. That does not belong here. That belongs under the sink. go through these tablecloths. This is an IKEA one that we picked up. However, we have a huge table. Nothing seems to really fit it, and we shrunk it in the dryer accidentally, so we need to get rid of that. It just doesn't fit on anything that we have. This is a really nice one that we got that does fit our table, so we will be keeping that. We have this brown one for our smaller table, which is currently not being used. Like, we just put it away. So I think I'm just gonna put this, like the tablecloths for the smaller table, I'm just gonna put them with our seasonal stuff. Same with this one. And then this is actually a like bed sheet that we had from our wedding reception, and it doesn't really fit anything, so I'm gonna get rid of that. So cleared up a lot of space there, which is nice. Down here we have mice traps. These should probably just go under the kitchen sink, so I'm gonna move those. We've got some extra red wine glasses there, so those can stay. And then this is our wedding cake holder from our wedding reception. I feel like this can go in the back because we don't really use it a ton, but it is nice to have when we host. This is just a bunch of tea lights, but I think I'm gonna go through these and put them on the buy now thing because we don't use actual tea lights. We just prefer the ones that you light up. So I'm gonna see if anyone wants these, or maybe my mom, honestly. I don't know why we have like a random charging block there. What is this? Oh, this is Matt's like little Squid Game set thing. I should put that with the games. A random light bulb. Candle holders that I had thrifted. I gotta figure out what I want to do with these. They are so cute, but maybe I need to have them out on display. And then I'm thinking I could put all of my candles in here because they're currently under the TV stand, and I just think it's kind of weighing it down. So I'd rather put my candles in here and then leave them here. I just spent some time tidying up my bedside table. I just took all the Halloween books down and kind of wanted to go in with like a little bit of a fresh start. Sorry, our neighbors are doing some construction if you hear that. Now it's time to organize the bedside table, which was actually really well organized until we both got sick after we came back from Berlin. I just stopped kind of caring, and we've just got like all this stuff in here that needs to go back in the like medicine cabinet. We came back from the trip and I was just like throwing stuff in here, and then right before the trip I had to film a sponsored video, so there's like some frames in here. It's just a hot mess, so we need to tidy this up. I like to personally keep my bedside drawers super minimal because that's how I stick with keeping them clean. First thing I'm gonna do is just take out all the medication that can go back in the linen closet. I kind of just like threw it all in here when we were both sick. Got some propolis spray, Tylenol. I think this is like head and cold or something. Yeah, God tier. Honestly, this stuff works wonders. The only thing I know that I'm going to keep in here for medicine is actually to probably buy some more Tums, because you guys know I have really bad acid reflux. I call it like a GERD attack, so I like to keep these in my bedside. I need to pick up some more. I feel like there's not a lot to get rid of in here. It's just a lot of things to like relocate into their proper home. Like, I have a candle back here, so I'm gonna put this downstairs with the rest of the candles. Coffee table book. I love the Anecdote candles. It's from a brand. I kind of just threw it in here. It smells super good, but I don't need to have this and the Mr. Teal's in here and the vitamin E cream. So I think I'm just gonna throw this with our extra products in the linen closet, and then I can use it when I run out of one of the other ones. We also love this magnesium spray from Aloe. It's so good because Matt and I both get really bad like muscle cramps at night. Like, I have some random frames in here because we were rushing to get a home project, or sorry, a sponsored video up before we left on our trip. That was like a craft video, and so I just like threw this stuff in here because Matt's mom was coming to stay with the dogs and I wanted the house to be clean. It's like fake clean. We've got a wedding photo. Empty birth control pack. I'm so bad about this. I don't throw it out when I start a new pack, which is a bad habit I need to get out of. Another frame. Oh, my reading light, which is on. How do I turn this off? There we go. We've got quite a few bookmarks. I feel like this will be like for my book stuff. I got these sunglasses back in the summer for our London trip. I had to like last minute order some because I lost mine and I don't love the shape of them on me. So I think I'm gonna get rid of these. Okay, back here we have some wallets, which you guys know I love wallets. I've got this little like Poppy and Peonies pouch that something came in, and I was thinking about putting my card holders in this and then putting that in the travel bag because they fit perfectly. I've got this Disney Coach one. This is what I mean by I like having smaller wallets when we travel. Love and Lore one from Indigo. I've had this one for a couple years and I do really like it because it's very slim, but it's just very long. So I need to find a spot for this. I was thinking maybe in the second drawer I could put some wallets and things like that, like my Apple Watch bands, my wallets. I never really know where to put that kind of stuff. And then this one I think I'm going to donate, well, after I take these cards out. And I really like it. However, these slots are so big. I've actually lost a couple credit cards because they've just come out because they don't stay firmly in there. I think I'm going to donate it. I think the bigger one will have all my reading stuff in it. That just kind of makes the most sense. So we've got my sleeve for like when I travel and stuff, got my Kobo, my Kindle, and then I like to have a couple bookmarks up here in case I start like a new physical book before bed. Can also do my little reading light. One of these longer ones we could do maybe like the lotion. Maybe I could turn it on its side. Yeah, there we go. And then comes, I do like to keep this guy in here. Sometimes I get like a dry throat at night. You could also put some glasses maybe. Like that. Maybe a clip back here. And then this one here, I'm just gonna put my phone cords in. So I also have my Apple Watch one there, and my Aura one is downstairs right now. So I think that's good. A lot more organized, kind of takes out all the random stuff that's in there, and then I gotta put all that stuff back in a home now, but very happy with that. I just tidied up everything that didn't belong in the hutch anymore that we had taken out, like the mouse traps, things like that. And I have to put these away. I decided against putting them in the seasonal box because sometimes I find when you put them in the seasonal box, there's like candles and stuff in there. They kind of like smell if you leave, like they'll start to smell like candles, which you obviously, like it smells nice, but you don't want that when you're like serving this next year. And that got me thinking, I feel like sometimes decluttering is like a domino effect because then you think like, oh, I need to put this away, but let me reorganize that while I'm at it. I pulled out our like birthday slash, you know, paper plates for hosting kind of bin, whatever you want to call it, that we keep in the mudroom, and was like, this needs to be decluttered so bad. So we're gonna go through this at the same time. Like for example, we have knives, but we don't have any forks. So I'm gonna put this in the recycling. We have a happy birthday sign, which is great. Why do we have so many? I feel like we only need one. This one's like all bent and stuff. We have some leftover Star Wars stuff from when I decorated for Matt's birthday one year, so I'm definitely gonna keep that. We can reuse that. It's actually just like nice to see too, because I feel like I could probably go and stock up on some utensils and stuff with Christmas coming up. Star Wars napkins. We have a spoon, so that's great. I just need to pick up forks at Walmart. Like we have random baby books in here. Been looking for my diffuser attachment for my shark. Found it with the party supplies. I've also got some bags in here that can go in the little gifting closet. So we'll put those there. That literally took me less than, I've been recording for 4 minutes to organize that. And now I'm gonna put on the grocery list for next week, forks, plates. We buy like the compostable plates to have when we're hosting. So that looks so much better now. And we can actually find things and see what we have, which is fantastic. And I've quite literally been looking for this for months. And I was like, where the heck is my diffuser attachment? With the party stuff, because that makes total sense. And then in terms of what I'm getting rid of from the hutch, I'm gonna put these tea light candles on our buy nothing. The 2 tablecloths that don't really fit anymore on our tables. And I do think I am going to donate these candle holders. They're really cute, but we just like have never used them. I'm gonna take a break for a little bit because I think Matt is gonna relocate the thermostat. It's gonna be kind of noisy. So I think I'm just gonna chill for the next little bit, read my book, eat some lunch, take a break, go for a walk. It stopped raining, all that stuff, drop off some library books, maybe put some books in the free little library. And I'll chat with you guys in a little bit. We'll end it off with organizing some stuff in my office. It is time to declutter the TV stand, lighting this candle for some motivation. I'm also really sad because my nails were starting to come off. Like throughout today, you can kind of see that like I was starting to lose some nails. And so I just soaked and got the rest off because I was losing like half of them at this point. So no nails really, besides like a few little pieces, but I'm pretty disappointed honestly with the quality of my nails. So going back to my regular nail place, I got gel instead of dip and I tried a new spot, but I was not super impressed with my nails. But here's the TV stand. We have 3 drawers and then these kind of like little open spots. I typically have library books in them and then books that are on my TBR that I'm currently reading. And Matt is gonna relocate the thermostat. He's like literally right there, like the hallway's right there. So I figured I would do this and I would just put some music over it, and that way I'm like close by if he needs my help, but I'm like still doing something. So I'm gonna organize these. I'll show you guys what they look like and then I'll just throw some music on top of it because it'll be pretty loud. First one, full of just like random stuff. Once again, I feel like because we don't currently store anything in these, they just accumulate random crap. So I'd love to give these a purpose. And then I think this one is also, yeah. We've got like a blood pressure cuff in here. We've got one of our Switch controllers, photo albums, and I do believe that this container has our Switch stuff in it. So I just need to kind of tidy up and give these a purpose. I'll give them like a quick little vacuum as well, I think. Hello everybody, I have returned. I have made my way back to this video. It is currently 3:19. Let me paint you a picture. It's rainy, it's gloomy, it's dark. I have the lamp on right now. That's how you know it's like it's kind of dark. Let me show you how dark it is without the lamp. It's actually not significantly different, to be quite honest, but it's quite gloomy in here. The lamp just gives you a little glow. All 4 of us were on the couch with our Kindles and our afternoon Diet Cokes, and we all just got cozy, read our books, took a little nap, had the ambiance on the TV. It was honestly a great Saturday afternoon. The only thing that would make it better is if there was a race this weekend and we could have watched qualifying. But we are here now. I'm feeling rejuvenated. I'm feeling refreshed. The hair has gone up. Please ignore my bald spot. Okay, I'm a little insecure about it, but I'm trying to just embrace it. So we had a nice little family snuggle afternoon. Matt has gone to play some video games. I don't know if he's playing Farming Simulator or Battlefield. I don't know if he's playing by himself with friends. He was just like, I'm going to game. And I was like, I'm going to finish decluttering. So here we are. And we are going to finish this off with the tote where things go to die. This sits on the landing going up to our attic, and originally it was supposed to be a tote for donations because I think having a tote or a box, or maybe not actually, in my situation it actually doesn't help, that's dedicated to like donations helps me like constantly, or should be theoretically helping me constantly purge and get rid of things, and I love the idea behind it. However, when I see something that I don't know where to put it and I see an empty box, I'm gonna put it in the empty box, and that's what I did. And now we have a container full of things, whether it's things that my mom's found in, you know, like my parents' house to give me, or just random stuff that doesn't have a home, extra organizers. I want to get out of this habit. It's so bad. So I will not be having a donation box because clearly it doesn't help me at all. So we're gonna go through this. I'll put like a pan shot of everything that's in it. It's just a bunch of random stuff that I have to give a home, and I figured while we're doing that we can go through it. I feel like everyone has this section in their house where things just go to die, and mine is this giant ass tote. So first we have one of these little, I don't know, like mesh. These are awesome. I got them on Amazon, like a pack of 20 a couple years ago, and they're great for literally anything. Receipts if you travel for work so you can get reimbursed, keep them all in one spot. Snacks when you're traveling. We like love these little baggies. They're just honestly awesome for anything. So I'm gonna put this in the travel tote. We've got some ring accessories. These are just like silicone ring covers for your Oura ring. I really like them for when I'm like working out at the gym and lifting, or I don't know, yard work, painting, things around the house. They're just nice so that you don't have to take your Oura ring off and it gets scratched. And I should probably put these in my jewelry box. Then we have the ring con sizing kit, because I was a couple months ago filming an Oura ring versus like a Battle of the Smart Rings video. However, bought the wrong size of the Ultra Human ring, returned it, the size I wanted wasn't in stock, and then I waited like a couple months and I totally forgot about the video. So then I started looking into it again, and this was when Oura was, someone was suing somebody to get other smart rings off the market, and then Oura was working with Paladin or something. Anyways, there was just like a bunch of stuff going on. And so I ordered the ring con sizing kit because I really liked this one. It didn't have a subscription fee. And then I kind of was just like waiting to see what happened, because I thought I saw something that like after October 21st, you couldn't buy other smart rings. So I have this sizing kit, and I'm going to put this in my office because I want to look back into this now that all that has kind of like, I don't know what's come of it, but I need to put this somewhere and like look into filming that video now again. So anyways, that was long-winded. We've got an AirPod Max stand, which I just put my AirPods like on my desk flatly, so I don't really need this. It's just clutter, it takes up space. We've got an empty frame. This also needs to go in the travel tote. I got, like I said, a package from my tag-alongs right before we went to Berlin, and they sent over this really cute, I need to be better about like putting things away once and putting them away in the right spot, because I could have totally lost these. They're like little Ziploc baggies for medication, and I just think that's so smart. Like this one says sleep. There's a bunch of different ones, and I love that. So I'm gonna put that in the travel container. Guess who's been looking for her notebook for the past month, and it's been sitting here? Why? I have no idea, but I've been looking for my to-do list notebook, and I found it. This is a good example because after I filmed that like organizing the house video a couple weeks ago, a month back, I just put the extra organizers in this basket. That's all I did with them. I had 2 left over, I put them right in the basket. Why? I have no idea. A Baggu tote bag, reusable tote bag. That's not really helpful if it's sitting in a box. So I'm gonna put that with the grocery bags. Oh look, we've got some more travel organizers. I told you guys. This is a Lululemon one. This is years old and I love it. It's just like the perfect size. I'm definitely gonna keep this. It's just nice and slim for multiple things, whether it's, I don't know, like tech stuff in my Baggu or receipts as well. I love this and I will be keeping this one. I've got the Monos packing cubes, which I should probably use more. I'm not a packing cube girly, but I got these when I worked with them a couple of years ago, and I should probably use them more. I don't know if this is a shoe bag or something that like probably came free with something, so I don't need that. This is a random ring dish. I also love buying ring dishes, which is silly because you really only need a ring dish by like your kitchen sink and your bathroom sink. So I'm gonna donate this and I'm gonna give it away. It's not a real one though, it's from Amazon. I wanted to get like a fun colored Baggu, but I was worried I wouldn't use it. So then I was like, let me just get like the dupe, and I love it. And I use it at Disney, and I'll use it during the holidays too. And actually I'll just use it all year round, honestly, because I think it's a fun pop of color. So glad I just found that. I hold on to literally everything. Here is a 2017 Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party Guide. 2017. That can go in my memory box. I don't really need that right now. Okay, we've got a lot of boxes in boxes, which is great. Then we have the Ultra Human ring sizing kit, which is funny. I clearly have all the sizing kits. This photo of Matt and I, which is cute, that I framed. I need to put that up somewhere. 3 wheels for a chair, and I have no idea what chair it's for. There's that. Oh, look, we have another box of random shit. An empty envelope. A random card that can go in the gift closet. A Walmart receipt for 3 photos. We've got a postcard for a Callaway. I have been looking for this, honestly. I knew I got one when I was up there and I had no idea where it went. Found it. Disneyland park tickets. That should be in a memory box. Magic bands. Another magic band. This is so random. A portable charger. That should be in the travel container. Then we have the super heavy box. I'm assuming this is probably my medals. Yeah. I need to hang these up. They're just sitting in a box, but I really want to put them up. I just don't know how. I don't know if I want to like display them. Matt had the idea that maybe we could take the lanyard off and just put them in a shadow box with just the metal, but I think that would be heavy. We have a lot of medals that we need to hang up. Most of them are Run Disney. I have a few Audible ones. That's a good reminder to put that up. And then last thing in this box is all of my riding ribbons. This one is my favorite. I love the color of it. Stunning. And I need to figure out what to do with them because there's like literally so many in here and they're all getting squished from being at the bottom and whatnot. So I need to find a way to display them. If anybody knows a way to get the wrinkles out of them, let a girl know. I saw someone on Instagram put them up on lattice, which I thought was kind of cool. So I might do that. That was definitely the spot that I was like most anxious to like declutter and just organize. A lot of this just has to go back to its proper home, which to me is probably worse than decluttering, is the actual like putting things away in their proper spot. Also had a pretty big box of just like some random scraps to recycle and then a few things to donate, but like the medals and the ribbons, I need to figure out a way to put that up in my office, and then like the magic bands need to go back in the travel box. These postcards need to go with the postcards. Frames need to go in the decor closet. A lot of travel stuff. I clearly was just like putting stuff here. Pausing the video here. I just finished the video off. I came upstairs and I put out the travel stuff from the box that we just uncluttered, and I was gonna leave it here, even though the box is literally right there. And this is the habit we're trying to get out of in this video. So I was like, go get your freaking camera, put it in there right now, hold yourself accountable, and embarrass yourself on the internet for keeping up with these toxic ass habits. Just put it away once. Just put it away once, girly pop. So that's what we're doing right now. If I can figure out how to get this out of here. Some wallets for travel. Just gonna put those there. I'm gonna leave them in the little pink thing so that I can see them. I'm wondering if I should put the packing cubes with my suitcases or not. No, I'll just put them in here for now. And then we'll put that there. And look at that. Took me literally less than a minute. I've been recording for 50 seconds. If you guys have any tips on how to be better about putting things away once, let a girl know. Okay, back to the video. But anyways, that is it for today's declutter video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've gotten some questions in the past few declutter videos of if I could show like the items I ended up getting rid of at the end and kind of like my overall like decluttering pile. And I've chosen to not share that just because I don't want that to pressure people or make people feel like, oh, I don't have that much to get rid of, so I'm not worthy of decluttering. I feel like when you see a pile of things, it can kind of play with your brain a little bit. For example, if I had like a huge pile, let's say I filled this whole tote with things to declutter today, I don't want someone to see that and think like, oh, I don't have nearly that much to declutter, so it's not worth it for me to do. Like the whole point of decluttering is for you to get rid of what's no longer serving you, or maybe tidy up and organize. Like it really doesn't matter the amount of things that you get rid of. I could have only gotten rid of 4 or 5 things in this whole video and I'd feel so good, right? Because it's 4 or 5 things that I'm giving to a new home or that like no longer serve a purpose in our home. But I did try my best to show you guys throughout the video the things that I was getting rid of. But yeah, I just don't personally find it helpful to share that like pile at the end, because big or small, whether it's 1 thing or 50 things or 20 things or 5, at the end of the day, hopefully this video just inspired you to declutter and maybe spend a rainy, gloomy weekend, you know, organizing and going into a transitional season. I mean, if you're in the States, I guess you still have American Thanksgiving, so it probably still feels like fall, but it's just a good transition period, I find, in November, and really happy. I'm going into November with a lot clearer of a house, clearer space, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!